issue that has been talked by many people over and over, and they always say they wanted to get rid of it. And poverty is defined as the state or condition of having little or no money, goods, or means of support. And as humans, I think we should help each other to live a better life. But when we see pictures of children suffering and other people dying, we give sympathy, but we don't put that sympathy into action. That poverty happens because people aren't educated well. Because when people aren't educated well, they have limitations to the job that they can choose.
Well, I think achieving universal primary education is really important. I used to live in Mongolia for 7 years, and there was really many poor kids, and I used to really help them a lot with my own money. But even though we help them, they just spend with something else. Brazil is not only famous with samba and soccer. Poor people are almost the most of the population.
I'm here to talk about one of the goals in the book, the UN Millennium Development Goals Report, which is the basic education. The President John F. Kennedy left the quote like this: "Let us think of education as the means of developing our greatest abilities, because in each of us there is a private hope and dream which, what fulfilled, can be translated into benefit for everyone and greater strength for our nation." So by education, we will use more potential than others, and means we can be the highest 0.1% of the world, which means the global leader.
After a long list of conflicts from the beginning of humanity, the world finally began to work together and form United Nations. This multicultural organization, consisting of 189 nations, have set out to achieve 8 noble goals. While I know that all of these goals are important and noble, I believe that eradicating extreme poverty and hunger is priority. There are 25,000 people who die of hunger every day. That is 175,000 in a week and 750,000 in a month. People dying of hunger do not come back to life by giving them hope or education. They need food before anything else. I believe that eradicating extreme poverty and hunger should be achieved before anything else. Nations cannot achieve very much if it is not for the people's support. We can all help out by contributing. If we are willing to contribute, I bet we can save many lives and make the world a better place.
Imagine buying oxygen tanks and shops because you can't breathe adequately outside. This is exactly how we live if this land is not given sufficient treatment and care. At this very moment I'm casually talking and breathing. Where we stand is in excruciating pain. Many of us are unaware of what we're doing to the land below our feet, and think environmental issues are frivolous, when it is not. We need to be informed about man-made disasters that happened before. In conclusion, we need to be aware of the overwhelming power of nature and stop deforestation. Maybe you can be a little help.
Millennium Development Goals signed by at least 190 countries are a list of the 8 aims developed by the United Nations to promote international development in emerging countries. Since education is the basis of development, since we assume that education is the growth of knowledge and development is the growth, there must be a clear link between these two. Education is development of the nation itself. According to the Introduction to International Development, economic growth and open markets are the main solution to the poverty. However, economy can only grow with the effort of the people, and so can the open markets. But if most people in the countries are uneducated, there will be a huge negative impact on the growth and the development. If government cannot afford the foreign education system to cultivate the educated, it is likely that the nation is throwing out the parties, letting the hidden part on the shell undiscovered.
I'm gonna tell about reduced child mortality, which is UN's fourth goal.
Yeah.
Have you ever read the book World Hunger Explained to My Son, which was written by John Ziegler? What does it say about dying children? It says every 5 seconds a child under 10 dies of hunger. UN wants to reduce child mortality by 2/3 between 1990 and 2015. The under 5 child mortality force by more than 1/3, but progress is still too slow to reach the target.
Education is important. First, is it basic education in the society? So we learn the manners between people and like communication skills, so that can help lead our life. Second, it make in the poor country they are making the vicious circle because there's few schools in there. If teachers teach students in there, then when students grow up, they will teach their next generation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was so helpless. Where did the light go?
My name is
Shoot the people.
정동일.
Hello?
Did you guys eat breakfast?
Yes. So
Rape the woman.
so